Good morning. Welcome to the E3 Weekly Market Report. The date today is April the 27th. Exports have just come out. A lighter export sales I see as I look at cotton right now than we've seen recently, 115,500 running bales. That's down 49% from the previous week and down 61% from the 4-week average. Increases were shown for Vietnam taking 51,400. We've got Turkey taking 33,200, Indonesia taking 15,700, India took about 7,400. We did see a few cancellations, not heavy. South Korea canceling 9,000, Japan canceling a couple of thousand. The new crop sales, 65,300. It's also lighter than we've seen. Vietnam was number one there, taking 15,000. Let's see here where we are. Odd thing happened. 1 minute before this report came out, I marked that cotton was down July 19. About 10 seconds before the report, it dropped down and got down about 35. I don't know whether this report came out earlier than people anticipated or not. Right now it's down 52 in July cotton at 78.88. The low is 78.82, which was made right after this report. So we are selling off some there. Let's now look at soybeans. Net sales of 808,100. That's up noticeably from the previous week, up 98% from the 4-week average. Wow. China took 271,900. Germany took 151,300. Egypt took 117,600. Soybeans were down a quarter just before the report. Now they're up a half, so they firmed up a slight amount. Corn, net sales of 987,900 metric tons, up 31% from the previous week. I see, let's see. Let me get back to where we were. South Korea took 291,900 metric tons. Japan took 204,000 metric tons. Saudi Arabia took 133,800 metric tons. Corn was up a penny before the report. Now it's still up a penny. Wheat net sales, light sales here, 61,700 metric tons. That's a marketing year low, down 85% from the previous week and 87% from the 4-week average. Japan took 82,000 metric tons. We can see right now that means there were cancellations that took place in the wheat. 310,000 metric tons of cancellations. Wheat before the report was up 2 1/4. Right now it's up 2. No real reaction there. Looking back at cotton again, July down 40 at 78.99. December cotton is down 18 at 74.82. Just a few notes here. We had planting progress that came out Monday afternoon, shows cotton 11% planted. The average for this time of the year, for that number, the average was 12%. Soybeans 6% planted for this, the numbers showed. Average is 3% for this time of the year, so ahead of schedule. Corn 17% planted. The average for this time of the year is 18%. Spring wheat, 22% planted. The average for this time of the year is 34%. Quickly going over some of the recent history. Cotton over the last 3 weeks. July cotton has rallied 439 points, has gotten up to 79.74, I think, yesterday. Starting to sell off now. Over the past 3 months, we've traded in a range roughly between 75 and 80 in July cotton. What we're looking at here, same news, unfixed cotton on call and speculative buying. But what's changed is the amount of cotton that's unfixed has been reduced, I think cut in half, and the amount of speculative long position in the market has been lightened up quite a bit. So the market's in a more neutral position right now. What to expect, I think we could stay easily between 75 and 80 through the coming weeks, or maybe even to the expiration of this contract. It's still possible it can move up into the low 80s, but it's looking more and more as if it's just going to be range bound, staying within the range of the last few months. Let's look at, and as far as new crop goes, December cotton trading 74.87, down 13. That market anywhere in the 75 level, I think, is a sell. It's a place that if farmers have not booked cotton, they need to consider booking their cotton or hedging their cotton. I think as time goes on and old crop is no longer a consideration, with good weather and a good start to this crop, it will be very difficult for new crop to stay in these levels. Let's talk about soybeans. Since January, July soybeans have dropped $1.50. So right now, July soybeans are actually at $9.58, looking for the possibility that market could move back toward $9.80 to $9.90. Corn, since February, July corn has dropped 33 cents. Expect a bounce is possible in that market, maybe a bounce. We're looking right now at July corn at 368, maybe a possibility of a 15-cent or so bounce from here. Could happen. Wheat, since February, July has dropped 72 cents in wheat. Could see a bounce of 15 to 20 cents from here. July wheat right now is at 428 3/4 for those people that have not done any marketing. If you do see that kind of a bounce in the grains, I'd take advantage of it. One last look at the markets. Cotton down 53 at 78.86, a low of 78.82. We have July soybeans up $0.0125 at 9.57 3/4, right where they were before that report came out. Corn up $0.01 at 3.67 1/4. Corn is exactly at the same place, and wheat's up 2 right now, pretty close to where it was just before the report. That's it. Thanks for being with us for this edition of the E3 Weekly Market Report, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.